Hello friends, and welcome to yet another informative video of WisdomZone. And this is Shubro. And friends, I'm quite sure you have already guessed it from the thumbnail that today I have a fascinating video for you, because today I am going to help you out to learn how to give physical description. So it is my earnest request to all the viewers, please watch this video carefully till the end and do not miss a single part of the video, because today I am going to show you step by step how you too can give physical description of anyone. So it is my earnest request to all the viewers, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do not wait and immediately subscribe to WisdomZone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification of this type of informative video. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with today's interesting video. 3, 2, 1. So friends, welcome back once again to the 18th session of Develop Your Spoken English and Become More Fluent and Proficient in Your Communication. And today, as I have promised, I am going to help you out to learn how to give physical description or how to describe someone's appearance in English, right? So before I move forward, let me quickly remind all the viewers that I have provided the links of the previous 17 videos in the description. So if you haven't checked some of the videos, please go through the previous videos which are there in the description. You will find a lot of informative stuff from there. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with today's discussion. So friends, as you see, today I am going to help you out to learn how to give physical description or how to describe someone's appearance, which is quite imperative, because you may require to give someone's physical description. It is quite imperative. Suppose you have seen someone and you have to describe that person's appearance to others. So how you are going to do that, you are going to learn from this video. So watch this video carefully and do not skip it at all. So friends, at first, as you see, to describe someone's appearance, you can use some adjectives to talk about how the person looks. So there are two types. First, the person can be good looking. So when someone is good looking, and especially in case of men, we use these adjectives which you see on your screen. The first is handsome. So in case of men, we use this term, he is handsome. We do not say he is beautiful. It is totally incorrect. So in case of man, we use handsome, so it's masculine. So we say that he is handsome, not he is beautiful. And apart from that, you can use other adjectives like good looking, attractive, or charming. He is quite attractive, he is quite charming. Charming is also used, it also talks about someone's personality. He has a charming personality. So like this way you can describe a man. So up next, I will show you how to describe a woman. Suppose you want to describe a lady who is quite good looking. What are the vocabulary you can use to describe a good looking lady? So as you see, in case of women, we first use beautiful. We say that she is quite beautiful. And also you say pretty. She is quite pretty. She looks pretty. And another one which we have is quite important, and this is a very strong adjective. We can say she is quite gorgeous. Another one which we have is ravishing. She looks ravishing. That means extremely gorgeous. Someone is very much attractive and has become the center of attention, then you can say that she looked ravishing in that party. So I'm quite sure it's clear how to describe a lady who is good looking. So also we can use good looking. Good looking is used in case of men and women both. But remember, we do not use beautiful in case of men. We do not say he is quite beautiful. It's totally wrong. He is quite handsome. And we can use the other adjectives I have discussed. Besides good looking, we can also describe people who are not so good looking using some adjectives which are unattractive. You can also use ugly, which is slightly offensive. You can also use the adjective hideous and fugly. So all these adjectives or strong words can be used to describe people who are not so good looking. They are unattractive, ugly, hideous, and fugly. So you can say that he's quite unattractive. He's totally unattractive. Apart from that, also you can say ugly, but it is slightly impolite to use the word ugly. If you say that she is ugly, the person may not like it, and it is also not very polite. and also hideous. These are adjectives which you should use only in certain situations, not every time. So the second important category you must know to describe someone's appearance is complexion. Complexion means skin tone. We say skin color also, but it is not appropriate to use the word color. So we can say complexion. So don't say skin color. Always use the word complexion. That is skin tone. So let's see some important vocabulary how to describe someone's complexion. There are different ways to do it as per the person. As you see, the first type is fair. If someone is having good complexion, we say his complexion is fair or her complexion is fair. Okay, that means quite good complexion. And up next, the second one, as you see, is wittish. So let me pronounce it once again. It's wittish. Wittish is a very important word. It is used to talk about someone's complexion who is light brown in color. Not very fair, not very dark, but light brown. That time we use the term wittish. So don't say light brown color, we say that his complexion is wittish, as you see the sentence on your screen. So like this way you can describe someone's complexion who is not fair, not dark, kind of brownish. You can say his complexion is wittish. And the third one is dusky. Dusky means dark in complexion. We can use this term. We can say her complexion is dusky. That means dark in color. And the last one is dark. We can also say his complexion is dark. That is not fair. Okay, but do not use the word black. It is very offensive. Do not use the word black. He is black or his complexion is black. And it does not sound good. It sounds impolite also. You can use the word dark, not black. Up next, we are going to turn our attention towards the third category, where we must know how to describe someone's height, which is quite important. So I'm going to show you how to describe someone depending upon the person, and there are three main categories. As you see, a person can be tall. So as you see on your screen, a person who is around 185 centimeters or around 6 feet, so the person is tall. So you can say Sam is tall. Okay, so just remember that you don't have to take a measuring tape and measure someone's height and say that he's 185 centimeters tall or he's 6 feet tall. So you can straight away categorize and mention that he's tall. Obviously we have some idea, isn't that? You can understand whether someone is around 185 or around 6 feet or more than that. So if someone is around that category, so obviously you will call that person tall. You don't have to mention an exact height, that 180 centimeters or 6 feet. So you just straight away say that Sam is tall. That means he is around 185 centimeters or around 6 feet or more than that. In case of women, if a lady is around 182 centimeters or around 5 feet 10 inches, then we say she is tall. So in case of ladies, 5 feet 10 would be the right height to call someone tall, a tall lady. So as you see, Kelly is tall. That means she is around 182 centimeters, around 5 feet 10, 11. We can say tall. So if someone is around that mark, we can start calling tall lady. So up next we will see the second category, that is medium. So someone's height can be medium also or average. In this category, as you see, someone is around 172 centimeters. That means around 5 feet 6 inches. So again, you don't have to measure someone's height. Obviously, we can more or less understand if someone is around 172 centimeters or around 5 feet 6 inches. That means the person is in the medium or average category. So you can straight away say that he is of average height. So you use the phrase of average height or of medium height. Okay, so like this, so you can say, let me show you a sentence. Sam's brother is of average or medium height. So like this way you can describe. And in case of women, if a lady is around 162 centimeters or somewhere around 5 feet 3 inches or 4 inches, we can say she is of average or medium height. So I'm quite sure it's crystal clear how to describe someone's height if someone is medium or average. And I hope you understood this category, whom to call average, of average height or medium height. So up next, the last category is short. So obviously if someone is around 165 centimeters, in case of men, obviously if someone is around 165 centimeters, that means around 5 feet 4 inches, you can call that guy a short man. As you see, Paul is short or he's a short man. That means he is around 5 feet 4 or 165 centimeters. And in case of ladies, it is 5 feet 2 inches. 5 feet 3 is the standard global average height of a lady. It is globally said to be average 5 feet 3, and below that we can call that lady short. As you see, Ben's sister is short, that means she's around maybe below 5 feet 3, okay, 5 feet 2 inches, around 160 centimeters. So I'm quite sure it's crystal clear. I have categorized, I have shown you the right measurements. You must know to call someone tall, short or medium. So up next we are also going to see some more expressions. In case of height, we can also use the word tall after mentioning the height. That's another way to describe. You can say that he is 6 feet tall. Sometimes we say that. Okay, that is also one way to say, instead of saying that he's a tall man, you know the person's height is around 6 feet, then you can say he's 6 feet tall. If you are specific, if you are aware, then you can use the exact height, that is in feet, and then follow it up with the word tall, that he is 6 feet tall, he is 5 feet 10 inches tall. So up next we are going to turn our attention towards the fourth category, that is body type. It's quite imperative, body type for both men and women. So let me tell you one important aspect. So there are two words you must know to describe body type. One is physique and the second is figure. So physique is a masculine concept. So in case of men we use the word physique, and in case of women we use figure. So it cannot be used interchangeably. So that means you cannot say that his figure is good. It is totally incorrect. So similarly you cannot say that her physique is good. It's totally incorrect and also quite funny in fact if you say like that. Okay, so don't use figure in case of men and don't use physique in case of ladies. So physique is used in case of men and figure is used in case of ladies. So let's see the types one by one. The first is thin or lean. As you know, if the person is quite thin, we use the word thin or lean, and in case of men especially we use this, right? Tom is quite lean, that means he is quite thin. Okay, you can also use lean, but in case of ladies we more normally use slim. She is quite slim, just remember that. Or she has a slim figure, so use the word figure also, right? But don't say that she is quite thin, it sounds slightly awkward. She is quite slim. So just remember the vocabulary is quite imperative. That's why I'm here to give you out with these new vocabulary so that you can use the right word in the right situation. So the second type is average. So if someone is not very thin or not very fat also, you say average. So Ron is of average build. So again here we use the term of and follow it up with average and then say build. Okay, he is of average build, not built. He has an average build also, you can say. So like this way you can describe someone. Understood? So up next we will see the third one, that is well built or athletic or muscular. That means a person who is strong, okay, having muscular body, having muscles, right? That person is called well built or athletic or muscular. So it is well built here. So let's see how to use it. He is a well built man. Also we can say he is quite athletic. So like this way you can use. So up next let's see the fourth category, that is skinny. Skinny means very thin. Normally we do not call someone skinny, but if you see someone is very thin, then obviously you have to say he is skinny. That means extremely thin. You can see the bone structure also. So and the last type is obese, stout. You can use bulky also, plump also. These are all the options you have. All these words are used to talk about someone who is fat, but do not use the word fat. It is my earnest request to all of you, because it sounds quite impolite if you call someone fat. So you can say he's a stout man, he's a stout guy. Okay, he's slightly obese, he's slightly bulky or plump, but don't use the word fat. So all these options you have, instead of fat you can use these options, they are better. So I'm quite sure it's crystal clear. So up next let's turn our attention towards the fifth category, where I'm going to show you how to describe someone's face, facial structure. So there are different types as you see here. Someone's face can be round, oval, heart shaped, long. Let me show you how to use it in a sentence. He has a long face, okay, or he has an oval face also, you can say, or she has an oval face. So these are the options you have to talk about someone's face. Up next you have the sixth one, that is sixth category is nose. So you have to describe someone's nose also. It's very important. Describe someone's nose or else it would not be clear the image of that person will not be clear. So it can be long, it can be broad, it can be hooked. Hooked like a bird's beak is called hooked, or blunt or snub. Okay, so you can use this words and describe someone's nose. As you see the example, he has a hooked nose. Also, we use one term that is Roman nose. Roman nose is also quite impressive. It is also a type of hooked nose. You can use it separately also. If you see a very impressive nose which is slightly hooked, you can say he has a Roman nose. I'm quite sure you'll remember this interesting vocabulary. Up next, we are going to focus on the seventh category, that is chin, which is also essential. You must know how to describe someone's chin. So as you see the options we have is square chin. Someone can have a square chin. Dimple chin. Dimple chin is also quite attractive. If someone has a dimple over here, right, around the chin, it's called dimple chin. And then is double chin. Double chin means quite fat. There is extra fat over the chin line is not clear. That is called a double chin. Okay, so you can say he has a square chin or a double chin or a dimple chin. So up next, we are going to focus on the eighth category, that is eyes, which I'm quite sure is very important. So there are different types, like round, it can be protruding. Protruding means bulging eye, it's big eyes popping out, it's called protruding. Or almond, it's like an almond eyes. Or it can be downturned. Downturned means eyes that turn downwards slightly at the outer corners, that is called downturned. Okay, and another category is upturned. Upturned means eye shape that is usually like an almond, but there is a slight lift at the outer corner, that is called upturned. That again, let me repeat, upturned eyes means eye shape that is usually like an almond, but there is a slight lift at the outer corner, is called upturned eyes. Because of the lift, it's called upturned, and the previous one is downturned, which is just the opposite. And the last is monolid. Monolid eyes also, as you see, it's common among Asian people. Okay, so I'm quite sure it's clear how to describe someone's eyes, right? So you can say he has round eyes or protruding eyes, he has almond eyes. So like this way you can describe someone's eyes. So up next we will see the ninth one. As you see, ninth one is you have to also describe hair types. There are different types, as you know, as you see on your screen: curly, spiky, straight. Okay, so you can, someone can have a curly hair, or spiky hair, or straight hair. He has curly hair, you can say he has spiky hair. Obviously someone has become totally hairless, then we say bald, he is bald. You say, also you can say he's a bald headed guy. Okay, so that means he doesn't have hair, that means bald. Bald means doesn't have hair. Or you can use the term receding hairline. Receding hairline is used in case of those people where you see a kind of recession, okay, on the forehead. That means the hairline is becoming thinner, okay, going backwards, or there is recession line, that is called receding hairline. You can use the words like this: she has curly hair, she has spiky hair. So I'm quite sure it's clear. So up next we will see the 10th category, that is hair length and color. It is also imperative to describe someone's hair length and color. So length can be long, it can be short, medium, and shoulder length. That means up to the shoulder. This is a very important word, just remember. So you can say that he has long hair, or short hair, or shoulder length hair. And then we can also describe their color. Now, as you know, now hair color is available, you can color your hair, but normally there are some common colors like black is there, brown is there, blonde. Some people will have blonde hair. Okay, that is very attractive, gorgeous type of hair is blonde. Auburn, kind of reddish, is called auburn. Or gray, as you know, with age your hair turns gray. These are some common colors, but now anything is possible, isn't that? You can color your hair. So if you color your hair, please comment below. Next we are also going to see the last category, that is special identification marks. You must know to describe someone using special identification marks. These are important to identify someone specifically. So you can describe someone's moles. Someone can have moles on the face, or scars. Scars means injury marks. Because of injury some marks are formed, they are called scars. Okay, also you can describe birthmarks. There can be some patches, okay, on your skin. They are called birthmarks. So they are present right from the birth, they are called birthmarks. So these are special identification marks. You can use them to describe someone, and that would help the others to identify the person. Especially suppose you are lodging a complaint about a person, So that time you have to give physical descriptions, use these words. So I'm quite sure you have understood how to describe an individual, how to give physical description and describe someone's appearance. Today I have discussed step by step and I have covered all the things related to physical description. So please follow the video and try to use the information I have given, use the vocabulary, and I'm quite sure you'll be able to describe anyone after this. So it is my earnest request to all of you, please go through the video again and again and practice and comment below. And again, it is my earnest request to all the viewers, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait and subscribe to WisdomZone and immediately hit the bell icon to get the first notification of this type of informative video. So stay tuned for further informative video and do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to WisdomZone.